Welcome back to Crypto Talk, where in this video, we are going to dive into Near Protocol. I believe personally that Near Protocol has a lot of upside, and we're going to compare Near Protocol to the likes of Solana and Avalanche in this video. I will share with you what I personally think that Near Protocol will do, but keep in mind that just because I think that Near Protocol will do this, this does not mean that it will. You have to understand that if you choose to do anything with this information, like invest in Near Protocol, then you're doing it at your own risk. I'm not telling you to invest in Near Protocol. I'm simply sharing this with you because I think Near Protocol has great upside when we see a strong crypto bull run continue. Should we see that, then I think if you were to invest in Near Protocol, you would do very, very well. It's important that you understand you're doing it at your own risk if you are. If you're not willing to take on the responsibility of the risk that's associated with investing in crypto, then of course, do not proceed, do not do anything, okay? Again, I'm not telling you to do it. If you invest and you make money, you're doing it at your own risk. If you invest and you lose money, you're also doing that at your own risk. So consider this purely educational. That is it. I mean, entertainment. All right. Hey, with that said, risk is on you. Let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go over to, we're going to use CoinMarketCap and CoinCodex, and we are going to look at Near Protocol to start off with. All right, so with my screen being shared, let's look at the Near Protocol chart. We're going to look at some numbers here for the recent history for Near, and we're going to look at its all-time highs, all-time lows, etc. And we're going to try and get a gauge for what we think the opportunity might be with Near. Just keep in mind that this is just something that I think. I love crypto and I love sharing these opportunities, but it is high risk. And so you have to understand that. And again, anything that you do with this, you're doing at your own risk. I'm not telling you to do any of this at all, okay? So Near on the day, it is down 7.75% right now as I'm making this video. On the 7-day chart, it's up close to 5%. On the 1-month chart, it's up 108%. On the 1-year chart, Near is up 188%. And when we look at the all-time chart, we can see that Near is still down quite a bit from its all-time high, which it achieved right back here in 2021, or late 2022, actually, as we look at this chart, or early 2022, sorry, not late 2022. This was kind of end of 2021, a little bit into 2022. Some of the tokens saw still kind of the tail end of last bull run. So when we look at Near, we see that it kind of peaked out right around, mid-January of 2022. And we're going to get to its all-time highs. But I personally think that Near in this cycle has an opportunity to be similar to what Avalanche was in last cycle, maybe even Solana. Maybe it's not going to go quite as high. I think it's certainly, I'm being more optimistic, if I think that Near would go as high as Avalanche and Solana were in terms of in the 2021 bull market. But I think that as an emerging platform, it's very interesting. It certainly has shown that it's willing and able to move. And I think that Near will definitely go past its all-time highs, which we're going to have a look at here in a moment. And I think it could certainly come much closer to what Avalanche did in terms of last year's 2021 bull market, okay? So the market cap currently of Near is just shy of 4 billion. And we're looking at rank number 2022 out of all cryptos right now. When we look at the all-time highs, Near already hit $20.42 back in January 16, 2022. And so as of me making this video right now, Near is down 82% from its all-time high. So what I want you to understand with Near right here is that Near, a $20 Near from where Near is right now, which Near right now is 377 USD. So that is just shy of 4. But let's pretend that Near was $4 and 20 was its all-time high. That will be a 5x on any investment that was made from here if Near was to return to its all-time high. I think in a strong crypto bull run, Near will easily go past its all-time high. I personally think we could see a 40, 60, maybe even 80 and possibly $100 Near, which, that is certainly, being more and more optimistic, but I think it's very possible that we're going to see that, especially with Near kind of being an emerging platform coming onto the scene. It certainly has got a lot of interest and a lot of hype and a lot of people behind it. And like I said already, it's shown that it's willing and able to move. Now, I want to compare a few things with Near, I want to compare a few things, with Solana and Avalanche and Near to kind of give you a better understanding of why I personally think that Near is probably a better investment right now than those two, being the likes of Solana and Avalanche. So when we look at Near Protocol right now, on the 1-year chart, Near is up 188%. If we go over here to Solana, on the 1-year chart, Solana is up 961%. And then on the 1-year chart, Avalanche is up 258%. So Solana certainly has pumped the most out of all 3 of these tokens in the last year. Avalanche second, and then Near Protocol third. Now, I'm not saying that Solana is not a great investment, and I'm not saying that Avalanche is not a great investment, because they probably are. Should we see a strong crypto bull run, both Solana and Avalanche will probably do very well. Now, Solana certainly has pumped a lot. So Avalanche still has some catching up to do in terms of its pump, and Near Protocol also has a lot of catching up to do in terms of the pump. What I have seen recently, in very recent months, when we've seen the crypto bull market, is Solana was the one that took off first, then Avalanche took off second, and then Near Protocol kind of started to pump after. So then once that kind of settled, then Solana went on another run, and now Avalanche had not yet to really go on another run. And Near Protocol, once Avalanche goes on a run, if it repeats that same cycle, would also go on a run. Now, because of Avalanche has already pumped close to closing in on 300%, and it has certainly dropped down a little bit, as we can see here. We've seen a little bit of a crypto pullback here as of late. Just again, this is just at the time of me filming this video, so it depends on when you're going to watch it. That could obviously change because the prices fluctuate a lot. But as you can see, Avalanche has been pulling back, Solana has been pulling back, and Near has also been pulling back. So it's just a matter of, if you are to invest, you could decide for yourself, hey, if Solana has already pumped so much, and then Avalanche has already pumped also, closing in on 100% more than Near, then, I personally think Near would be the best investment out of all three right now. And I think in terms of your multiplication percentage and potential, I think that Near, if we were to invest the same amount of money in all three, in Solana, Avalanche, and Near right now, and to just let it ride out for the crypto bull run, I think that Near would probably be the top one in terms of the percentage returns that it will give us from the current prices, okay? So we're talking from the current prices forward. I think Avalanche will come in second and Solana will come in third. And that's not to say that it's not possible that it could be completely different. It's very possible that I could be completely wrong. It's just what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing that Near has shown me potential to move. And it's certainly got a lot of people behind it. It's got hype behind it. And if we see a strong crypto bull run continue, then I think a $377 Near will turn into probably 60, maybe even 80, and maybe $100 Near. Again, that's me being very optimistic on what I think. But, it's just because I think that doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Keep that in mind. And remember, this is risky, so you're doing it at your own risk if you're choosing to act on it. We're going to sum up this video here by simply saying, hey, if you are to invest in Near Protocol, I think you will do very well with your money. But just because I think that does not mean that that's going to be correct. Do as you wish, but it is your own risk. And with that said, if you do want to buy Near Protocol, I'll leave a link for you in the description below. You can use a crypto exchange called MEXC. You can sign up to this crypto exchange and trade completely free inside your spot account. You do not have to pay a percentage whatsoever on any trades that you make, whether you're buying or selling on MEXC. Now, it's also important that you understand, if you are new to crypto, these crypto exchanges, you cannot always trust them. I personally trust MEXC, but as we saw in last bull run towards the end there, the FTX collapse, there's a lot of crypto exchanges that have done some shady things in the past. And so I do not recommend that you put all your funds on a crypto exchange and you leave them all on there. I love the MEXC for the fact that, you can trade with zero fees, and just because I trust it does not mean that you should put all your funds on MEXC. Personally myself, I use MEXC, but I also use different platforms. And so I distribute my crypto funds across different places to different wallets. And I would encourage you, if you're going to be using exchanges and different wallets, that you do the same, especially if you're, new to crypto and you're not quite sure, how things work. And if you're, not sure if you can trust these platforms, you definitely want to be spreading your funds around. Now, you got to make sure that if you're using different wallets, with a lot of them, if they are decentralized, then you will have to make sure that you do not lose your phrases and do not give your phrases to anybody so that people can access your wallets and steal your crypto. You have to be very careful with all this stuff. So if you're new to just kind of getting into this world, MEXC is a great place to start. And MEXC is centralized, so you don't have to be concerned about if you ever lose your password not being able to get in. But if you want to go more a decentralized way where there's no kind of middle person, then something like looking at MetaMask and Trust Wallet are two very common ones that seem to be very good. I personally use both MetaMask and Trust Wallet myself as well. And I'll store my cryptocurrency that I have, my holdings, across different places. Now, you could also look at cold storage, like cold storage wallets. I will possibly leave a link for you in the description of the video below, where you can essentially get this wallet and store your crypto offline. If you want to get access to that, you'll see a second link. If I'm not able to get a second link, for you, then obviously I wasn't able to get you that link for a wallet. But if I can get you a link for a cold storage wallet, then feel free to click that second link and get access to that. In that regard, you could store your crypto offline and have it more safe and secure, okay? And with that being said, I appreciate you for being here. Remember that all of this is your own risk if you choose to act on it. I think that 2024 is an amazing year. Should we see a strong crypto bull run continue, that we have an opportunity to generate a lot of money, to multiply our money faster than we've probably ever been able to do before. And if you choose to make calculated, somewhat reasonable, risky decisions, and you put your money into the right cryptocurrencies and you see a strong market, then you will do well. And I think also it's important to understand that if you're looking at how the market has progressed right now, if we are to see a reversal in the market and a bull market was to get delayed, This is why I'm looking personally, any additional investments that I add and make inside my crypto portfolio, I'm looking at tokens that have huge upside that have not yet pumped as much. Because if we are to see a market reversal, these tokens are not going to dump off as much as the tokens that would dump off that have already pumped a lot. Something like Solana. If we are to see a reversal in the market, if you buy Solana right now, Solana will probably dump to like $30, $40 if we were to see a reversal in the market. Okay. Something like Near, if you bought Near right now, and we were to see a reversal in the market, Near will probably dump off at most to like $2 or $1.50, which is kind of about half. So you have to understand that if we see a reversal in the market, and I'm just simply looking to make calculated decisions and manage risk, but also put myself in a position where I have a lot of upside. And that's why I personally think Near is a better investment right now than something like Solana based on the current prices. Okay. And I hope that we continue to see a strong crypto bull run, but we have to protect ourselves because this crypto market can turn in a hurry. And you have to understand that when you are playing in the crypto market, it's very risky, and you have to identify opportunities that you can get in on at a good time, and then you have to get out at a good time as well. And you have to be willing to do that. So with that said, you have to understand that if you take calculated risks to some degree within the crypto space, calculated being like, what's calculated in this case, because crypto is very risky, but you can make a lot of money. So if you do a little bit more research, if you're not confident in terms of what coins to buy, and do not just buy what I'm saying, I'm just sharing what I think is opportunity. But at the end of the day, make sure that you're prepared. Okay? Make sure that you're prepared. Buy something that is good, that is useful in that world, that is not yet pumped as much, that has a lot of upside. And when we see that strong market continue, then it'll appreciate and you can sell it off for good gains. And if we were to see a reversal in the market, if you bought something that hasn't pumped a lot, then you would just simply hold your bag of whatever it is and wait for that crypto bull run and to sell it off. Okay. So again, one final thing to kind of summarize this kind of theory is that if I'm to buy Solana right now and we see a reversal in the market, Solana will dump off way more in terms of percentage than something like Near would. And then I would have to wait a lot longer to recover my money once we see a crypto bull run, and then as opposed to me buying something that has great fundamentals but hasn't pumped as much, and that will likely pump a lot when we see a 2024 crypto bull run. So that's precisely why I'm focusing right now myself on Near. When I'm comparing Near to the likes of AVAX and Solana, again, I'm just simply saying that I think Near will bring you the most returns for your money right now with the lowest risk in comparison to AVAX and Solana. I think Near, AVAX, Solana from the current prices where they are right now. Okay, literally that is me, making this assumption or this theory based on the current prices, and I could be completely wrong. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to wrap up this video. I appreciate you for tuning in. Like the video if you found value in it. Comment any thoughts or questions you have for me below, and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss future crypto talk videos. I hope to share more opportunities with you on different things that I think are opportunistic, and whatever you choose to do with it is your choice and your risk. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I will see you at some point soon.